to the Wednesday night live West Palm Beach opportunity meeting. Woo! I know everyone is so excited, but if you kind of keep it down a little bit, our Zoom family can hear a lot better. So thank you so much. We're excited to have you here. And how many in here are seeing this opportunity for the very first time? Raise your hand. Raise it up real high. Wow. Hey, Zoom people, you can't see our crowd, but we have a packed room. It is incredible. So we'd like to welcome each one of you tonight here. And we're going to be talking specifically about the X39 patch. This is absolutely incredible. It is a game changer, isn't it, guys? Yes, yes, yes. So we're going to be talking about this tiny little patch tonight. This tiny little patch, for those of you who are new, is the inside of it is made of nano-organic crystals. On the back of it has a little piece of paper. You peel it off, you stick this patch anywhere on your body. The best thing to do is put this whole pack of patches. Sorry, Zoom people, I keep walking out. I almost need a chair here with my things. So this pack, you put it right by your toothbrushes. So in the morning, you're kind of doing a new program. You're going to put this patch on in the morning when you brush your teeth. Thank you, Ron Ritz. You are the bomb. Thank you. So this pack, you're going to put it right by your toothbrushes. So every time when you wake up in the morning, you'll remember to put this patch on. So you're going to put this tiny little patch on in the morning. You can actually put it anywhere on your body. They did the case studies and they put it behind their neck or below their belly button. Now, today, I have mine below my belly button, but I am not showing you. So believe me, I got it on. I put it on every morning. You wear this tiny little patch 12 hours on, 12 hours off. What happens when you peel this paper off and you put it on your body? The heat of your body elevates and rises your copper peptides, then activates your sleepy, lazy stem cells. Absolutely incredible. And it creates new stem cells. So you wear this tiny little patch 12 hours on, 12 hours off. At the end of the night, when you go to bed and you brush your teeth, take this tiny little patch off, peel it off, put it in the garbage can, or you can put it on your dog, your cat. If you got a little pig, a bird, put it on your animal, or you just throw it away. We throw ours away. We don't have any pets. Too much work for us. So you put that patch on, you wear it 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Again, the patch, nothing goes through your body, nothing goes in your body. You keep, if you're on any kind of medication, doing any orders from the doctor, you continue to follow those orders that he gives you. Wear that patch, and what's going to happen, it's going to go to the weakest link and start working. Your body will begin to healing. So it's actually like put your body on a complete reboot, and your body begins to heal just like God intended our bodies to heal. It's absolutely incredible what's going to happen. So I'm excited to tell each of you that there is a 30-day money back guarantee. So for those of you who are new here tonight, relax. You have a 30-day money back guarantee. Now, doesn't that feel good? Not a lot of places do that. So that's how much they believe this patch is going to work, and the power of it is going to help you. So I have amazing testimonies, but I first have to tell you that this patch did not heal my body. God healed my body. And as I wore this patch, it put my body on a reboot, and my body began to heal itself. So you wear the patch again, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. My first testimony is I had restless leg syndrome, and that took 6 weeks. So I no longer have restless leg syndrome. I didn't feel my body healing. I didn't feel that, happening. I just all of a sudden go to bed one night and I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally fell asleep and I didn't move around, wiggle. Steve's like, are you okay over there? I'm like, no, you're sleeping and I'm not. But now I have no more restless leg syndrome. Then 4 months in, thank you. I'm excited. So 4 months in, we go to the eye doctor, and as we're checking out, Steve tells me, oh my gosh, my eyes reversing aging. I said, no way. That's what he told me. He actually told me, Dr. Pianka on Boynton Beach Boulevard, he told me that he has never, ever, ever seen a 61-year-old woman's eyes reverse in aging. That is huge. So Steve and I are checking out. We high five right there at the checkout. And Dr. Pianka goes, why are you high fiving? I said, because we just saved $1,000. He was totally fine with it. He's a great friend and a great person, and I refer people to him. So he was fine with that, but he's like, what is this patch? So we tell him all about it. But anyways, so because we wore the patch, we didn't feel our eyes reversing. It's incredible. But I have noticed that I'm like very rarely picking up my eyeglasses to read my cell phone, read a piece of paper or something. I am so flat fired up because those glasses are so annoying. Mostly I can't find them. I don't want to say I can't see them, but are you with me? I can't see them, my eyeglasses. Okay. I'm just trying to have a little fun with you guys. So anyway, so he says that to me. Then at 7 months, we're on our motor coach. We happen to be at Roanoke, Virginia. It is 20 below wind chill. I said to Steve, who in their right mind would ever live here? So we're in the motor coach. I set a bottle of water. Everything froze on the bus. We had no water. We couldn't use our toilets. We couldn't use the sinks. Everything froze. So I thought, I'm going to be really smart, and I'm going to put a bottle of water on top of the bathroom counter to brush our teeth with, that it won't be so freezing cold, because I have I had extremely sensitive teeth around my gum line. So I have recession and bone loss. It's crazy. It feels like electrocution, or it felt like electrocution. So I put the bottle of water on there. I'm brushing my teeth, and I rinse my mouth out with this bottle of water. It was so cold. It was crazy. And I'm in the back of the bus screaming at Steve. Oh, my gosh. And he thinks I'm like hurt. He's like, what's wrong? Are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, oh my gosh, my sensitivity of my gums, the bone part is completely gone. Guys, it took 6 months. That is absolutely incredible. Now we've been wearing the patch for going on 11 months. Okay, we're just starting 11 months. And you will not believe the mental clarity that I have. You guys better watch out, because I am on my game. So the mental clarity is absolutely incredible. I know there's other people in this room that are noticing the mental clarity, but I'm telling you what, these testimonies are so amazing. I said, you know what? We have to tell every single person walking on the earth about this patch, because they all need it. You do not know what's going on at your neighbor's house, what they're going through, what they're struggling with. It is amazing, the testimonies. We heard one last night, which I don't think he's here tonight, but he was talking about his mom had a stroke. Okay, she's been wearing the patch for 1.5 months, and she could not move her hands, could not walk without a wheelchair, had to have all that equipment. Okay, she's been wearing the patch for 1.5 months. I believe he said in 10 days she could open and close her hands. Now, 1.5 months, guys, never, ever since her stroke 2 years ago has she walked around the block. I mean, come on. I don't care if you don't know somebody who's had a stroke. If you see somebody who's had a stroke, you better go tell them, because this is a game changer in their life. I know. You're a pastor, and I am blessed that you're here and you are wearing the patch. I already met your wife, and she is beautiful. I am on fire because I love you both. I just met her outside, and he's had a stroke, and he's wearing the patch 7 days, guys. I am going to do a cartwheel when he has his amazing testimony. I'm telling you what. No, I won't do it in a dress, though. I won't do my cartwheel in a dress. I'll put pants on, okay? But anyways, guys, I'm telling you, this is just such an amazing opportunity. You can make an income. You can have incredible whole change in your health with this tiny little patch. You just have to wear it persistently and consistently, every day. And again, you might not feel some of the healing going on, but be patient. Thank goodness that I kept wearing the patch consistently, because I didn't feel my gums healing. I didn't feel my eyes reversing. I didn't feel my restless leg healing. And my sponsor just walked in. Yeah, we're so excited. Onyx Cole is here. Yeah, baby. So I want you guys to know this is so important that Steve and I, for 1 year, we prayed for the right product. This is serious. I'm not joking. We prayed for the right product, the right company, the right ownership, because you can have the right product, but the wrong ownership. And number 4, most importantly, we prayed for God's favor. And I didn't pray for God's favor on me. I already got God's favor because I am a born again Christian, but you have God's favor all over this product. You have God's favor all over you. I'm telling you what, go share, go spread the word. This is absolutely incredible, the testimonies. Steve and I have been sharing this product for 11 months, and we have never cried so much about the testimonies and what this product has done. This tiny little, I call it a little miracle patch, what it has done for people. So please, by all means, I just want to ask one thing. For those of you who are new tonight, you have to be persistent and consistent wearing this patch. If you forget to take it off when you go to bed at night, relax. It's okay. It's okay. You're not going to wake up with a third arm. Ah! So just relax. Make sure you wear it 12 hours on, 12 hours off, and let your body start healing. And there is going to be a complete change in your whole body. I'm so blessed to be here with you. I'm honored to be the presenters. My husband is coming up next, and I want to make sure that I go over tonight. For those of you who are new, this is the order form. This is how you get enrolled. And I want to encourage you, do not get in as a customer. Get in as a brand partner. Steve will explain why you want to do that. And we are good at what we do. We are professionals at what we do. And our goal, whoever wants to run with us will get to the finish line if I got to carry you over it. I promise. So here's the order form, and he'll explain how you get in. There's different packages, but again, the more you spend, the more product you have. It's kind of like when you go to war, if you don't have ammo in your gun, it's no good. You can't have a gun without ammo. So this is your ammo. The more patches that you get, the bigger package that you get, that is your ammo for you to go and share. Because I love the guy who's coming up later. He'll tell you about what he does when he goes into a house. I'm not going to share his story because he'll share it. He goes into a house and he'll tell you why you got to have a lot of patches. Because you got mom, you got dad, you got sister, you got cousins. You want to patch every single person that you possibly know, because you want them to feel the best that they could possibly feel. It is incredible, the testimonies that people are feeling. So, I mean, come on, guys. When I got my braces off 2 months ago, normally I'm like screaming, squealing my hands, holding them like I'm having a child, like labor pains. And I did not. And she goes, if you feel pain, you hate that, right? If you feel pain, raise your hand, as she's drilling the glue off my teeth. If you feel pain, raise your hand. You guys, every tooth had glue on it. I didn't raise my hand one time. I know that might seem ridiculous to you, but I was so fired up. I got out of the chair and I was like, yes. And she goes, oh my gosh, you're crazy. I said, yeah, I am crazy. But anyway, so tonight, the most important thing for those of you who are new, make sure you get enrolled. Do not leave without getting enrolled. And then secondly, get in where you can afford. Steve's going to explain the different packages. There's different benefits. But the most important thing is don't stress yourself. Get in where you can afford to get in, to where you can be comfortable and you can build it and make an income, and you can always upgrade your package. You have plenty of time to upgrade your package. And then the second thing I want to make sure you note, there is an auto ship. Make sure that you get auto ship. I've had people tell me, well, I'm just going to get in and I'm just going to use the product. They get in and they use the product and they're like me, like a fireball. And they're like, oh my gosh, my schizoidity in my gums. I don't have restless leg syndrome. Oh my gosh, my eyes are reversing aging. And then they're telling everybody, But because they didn't get in on auto ship, they lost all that volume as they were trying the product. Just take our word, trust us. It's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can stop your auto ship at any time. The most important thing, get a package and click auto ship. There's a 1 sleeve or 2 sleeves. And again, you can always take it off, add it on, increase it, whatever you want to do. It's very flexible. It's not a 12-month contract. My daughter just signed a bug. She's pregnant and she signed a bug control contract and it was 12 months. And she said, well, I'm pregnant. The guy didn't tell me it was a contract, but this is not a contract. This is an enrollment form. So no, it's flexible. So relax. You got a 30-day money back guarantee and the product works and it is a game changer. So remember, 30-day money back guarantee. We got a lot of stuff coming up. We're excited. I got my husband coming up next. Help me welcome. Stand up for a second just to stretch your feet. Welcome Steve Merritt. God bless you guys.
Okay, guys, Gina Merritt, give her a hand. I will tell you this much. As you're listening, welcome, by the way, all the new guests that are here. We're just getting started. You are going to have an incredible, incredible ride with us. And I will say this much, that usually once in a lifetime, something like this comes along that you can share and you could take advantage of, because we've got a product that every single person needs, whether they believe they need it or not. When you hear tonight's testimonies, you are going to be in tears. Like Gina said, we've been crying for our friends' health over the last 10 months, more than we've cried for the last 10 years. I'll tell you that right now. All of a sudden, they start calling and crying again. We're like, what happened now? They're like, oh my gosh, I have never made this much money in my life. Okay. I will say this much, because she just left here and you got to see Gina in action. One of the keys to this industry, and for you to win in a big way, you need someone that people attract to, people understand, people relate to, people can relate to the wittiness and the knowledge and everything that's going on. That's my wife, Gina. Give her a hand, because that's who you want to be rocking with. And most of the time, you don't have somebody. And what I mean by that is you don't have people in your life many times. Many people don't have this, that are telling you you're a champion, you're a winner, you could do it. We want to drag you across the finish line so that you can finish life strong. Think about that. You don't have many people ever that'll do that, and that's her. So don't take lightly what we got our hands on here. I encourage you to listen up to everything that's going to be said. That's you on Zoom as well. But Zoom, the folks in the meetings room are starting to take over the excitement. Give yourselves a hand for being here. Let the Zoom crowd know how wild it is here. Okay. Gina, basically, I was talking there. We're going to hear Dr. Ginchey speak in a little bit, but he was like, Gina said everything they need to know. We can go home. Because she said everything, laid it out, told you exactly what needs to be done, how you get started in this thing, and how the patch is working for people. It's incredible what is happening. Starting right here, Gina and I, just July 1st is when we started making our first phone call and telling people. Now, I've been a pro athlete for over 25 years, okay? And I did not realize this. I've had 14 surgeries from being a pro water skier. Came down here from Wisconsin, been skiing right on the lake where Gina's parents had property on the lake that I live on. That's how we met, okay? And we've been married for 37 years, and that's the key is she's been traveling around all these surgeries with me. She hasn't had time to get hurt, okay? So she doesn't have no ailment, but she's telling you that all the things that happened to her, like the doctor told her this is happening. So a lot of times people are like, where's my feeling? Wait, something's going to happen, and you're going to realize that you are going to be so blessed you did not get off the X39. So as I've gone to, thank you. So if I've gone to these doctors and had high-end therapists and everything to get me back up to speed, I was living in pain for over 10 years, taking handfuls of Excedrin, handfuls of Advil. And Gina kept saying, you shouldn't be taking that. But I just wanted to keep being active. So within 1 week after taking the X39 that my friend Onyx Cole shared with me, okay, I was totally out of pain. That was 10 months ago, and I've been pain-free. And it's amazing how you feel on this X39. It is wild, okay? I talked to my friend today. He's got 5. I think he just bought 2 more ear franchise stores. His wife and him own a med spa in Savannah, Georgia. And he's like, Steve, I'm 60 plus years old and I just feel incredible. I just cannot tell you how great I feel. So if you're brand new tonight, you are going to want to stay on this X39 when we start telling you what it's doing. But after all those surgeries that I had, all the doctors that I met with, and the doctors that I would going to general practice for physicals for 37 years. I never went to a physical before I got married. So then every time I went to my physical, every year, they would say, why are you here? My wife made me come here, right? But I diligently went, okay? And I've never had a doctor tell me. I'm wondering why they don't. Maybe someone can tell me after the meeting why the doctors never tell you, but maybe they don't know. But they have never told me, not one doctor, that at 30 years old, half of your stem cells become active, right? Half of them are there and active. So only half of your stem cells are firing. And it doesn't take long to become 30. Am I right? Some of you, okay? I mean, you're at 25, you're almost there. Okay? And half of your stem cells are active. So you're half action, okay? And at 30, at 60, none of your stem cells are active. Now your stem cells are there and they can be reactivated. They just need the right tool to reactivate them. But I don't know. This is what I've told my friends. So for the last 10 months, I said, we've come across this stem cell technology that reactivates your own stem cells. What do you know about stem cells? Most people know that you should have a healthy stem cell, but they don't know much, but they kind of know a stem cell, okay? I guess not many people were listening like me at school. So, I mean, I guess I wasn't alone with that, but they don't know much about stem cells. They surely don't know that they become stagnant as you get older. No one knows this. And when I tell them, first of all, that we got stem cell reactivation technology, it's like they lean forward and it's like a pin could drop. They want to hear more. And that's what I've been listening. That's what's been going on here. Then within the next conversation, I say, hey, you know that your stem cells become to the point that at 60 years old, they're not active anymore. And it's like, oh my gosh, why didn't anyone tell me? So if you're not saying that or you're brand new, I'm going to tell you what I've been saying. I'm like, and it's very affordable. It's only $99 for a month's supply. You can't go to a high-end doctor or therapist or physical therapist for $100, let alone $99 for a month's supply. And there's a money-back guarantee. When was the last time a chiropractor said, this is a money-back guarantee visit? No, I'll see you next Tuesday. Then I'll see you Thursday. Then I'll see you next Monday. All right? They're never an end. All right? So here, you got your shot at feeling incredible, and you've got an opportunity because there isn't a person out there that I've called that's heard the X39 or that knows about your stem cells becoming stagnant as you grow, as you get older. So I want you to really be thinking about that as you go, and you'll never forget tonight's meeting because you'll know that if you don't get on the X39, every year you're older, your stem cells are becoming slower and more sluggish and more stagnant as you go. And you're like, stand that, Steve guy. I'm going to have to get some of them X39s. All right. Now, what they're made of is organic nanocrystals. Gina told you a little bit that they were, okay? And they're formulated that when you put the X39 on your skin, the light from your body, that's why with night vision goggles, you can see us because we portray light. That light activates those crystals. 10 years of research, $4.5 million put into it before they brought it to market, okay? And that's really interesting because David Schmidt, the inventor, he had the stick-to-itness and the grit and the stamina to wait 10 years for it to be officially launched. I thought that was incredibly interesting when some people get started with me and within 2 weeks they get tired. I'm like, you ain't tired from the X39. You're tired from your life, whatever you're doing. Am I right? Okay. So you put it on your body and it activates your copper peptide. If you can't sleep tonight after tonight's meeting, because this is going to turn into about 2,000, then 10,000, then 100,000 people. So get ready. All right. We're just getting started. Okay. So you see the potential. I mean, the great thing is we've been the guinea pigs for 10 months to tell you that everyone you call will want to hear about having their stem cells reactivated if you say it with a little oomph. Okay, you get it to them. You tell them what's going on. You know your stem cells are becoming stagnant. They're like, they can't stop thinking about this, all right? You put the patch on, activates your copper peptide. Google it. It's the holy grail of reversing aging, okay? When your copper peptide raises up, it reactivates your own stem cells. And that's how the patch works. Don't try to get complicated. We have a website we send everyone to, startx39.com, and that all the information is on there, okay? A lot of people are always asking me very high-end questions about how it works. I just send them to the startx39.com. I was convinced after the first 2 videos, so I don't even know what else is on there. I mean, you know, I'm just telling you, that was me. So you wouldn't want to ask me that question, but after the meeting, it's almost every meeting, very influential people, very high-end graduates, okay? After I tell them that I negotiated my way to high school, I told the teacher, if you don't pass me, I'm coming back. And that's how I became a world champion. But they'll come up, mostly women, and they'll say, I'm taking this medication. Should I put that patch on? Did you not hear what I said? I never went to school. Put the patch on, right? If they're that dumb to ask me, then I tell them to put it on, right? The point is that the patch has nothing in it. You just put it on, no chemicals, nothing is going in your body. It's only activating your own copper peptide that reactivates your own stem cells. Now, the difference between this and injections, which is the only other way to reactivate your own stem cells, is an injection is very expensive. They wanted to give it to me after those 14 surgeries. They said they're going to give me a deal, $23,000. Okay. And they said there was no money back guarantee. They said it might not work, really, and you might have to do it again. So that's, $50,000 you're into it, okay? You could actually go up to $100,000 and still it might not work. And they become stagnant years after they're injected. So you still need the X39, even if you got injections. Interesting. So it's only $99 versus tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's number one. No money back guarantee with stem cell injections. And this is very interesting. An injection only goes into your joint or your muscle. And that's where it works. It does not go like your stem cells that are reactivated from the X39 go to every organ, every organ is made up of stem cells, every one of your organs. These stem cells are going to your heart, your liver, your lungs, your kidney, your skin. And that's where you're going to hear the testimonies tonight. But that is why it's working, not just in one spot, everywhere in your body. A lot of times people will say, well, my knee pain isn't gone away yet. Well, maybe there's something going on in your liver that they have to repair first before they get to your knee. Be patient, okay? You don't know what's going on, but that's how the X39 works. Now, this is very interesting. This is what I call the best kept 19-year-old secret I've ever heard in my life. It's been around for 19 years, LifeWave, and they have only been promoted by doctors and practitioners for 19 years, mostly. Have been under the radar, nobody knows, doing about $20 million a year for the last 12 years, okay? All of a sudden, the X39 comes into play just before COVID, and you're going to hear from the friend that brought us the X39, Onyx Cole, our friend and our sponsor, longtime friend. Our kids babysat for Onyx for over 3 years. When my kids were teenagers, I got 3 daughters and a son, but my 3 daughters were babysitting her 3 toddlers, okay, for 3 years before we ever talked to her about a networking opportunity. We've only signed up twice in our life, so we're not kind of people that just love to sign up in a network. We just want to make a living for our family. It just so happened that we happen to help 174 of our friends make $1 million or more, including Onyx. Okay? She actually got started with us, and she did not want to do anything, hadn't wanted to do nothing with word of mouth or network marketing. And I love those kind of people. If they're a little skeptical, no problem, because when they see exactly what we got our hands on, they are the best promoters, without a doubt. So I hope you got some people in your life that are like going like this to you, okay? Because they're the best when they see that you got total freedom, all right? Complete freedom. She's been living on a yacht for years because of what happened to us. Now she's living in Key Biscayne, hasn't had a job for years because of what we taught her in network marketing. She was very successful in real estate, but she will tell you herself that this blows away. The lifestyle that you have is the key that you're going to receive here, right? So she made $17 million and sold her business for over $4 million in a 7-year period. So we got a lot of history together. It's kind of like, you know some other friends that helped 174 friends make $1 million or more, and you got friends that help people make $20 million here, $5 million here. Think about this. This is something very serious, okay? But we're having fun with it. So we love to have fun, but we're serious about our friends winning, so we get together and tell you what's going on. But I've told people this story. She got started with the X39 years before anyone else heard about it. She was the first person that started building it like a business, okay? When it was patent pending. Now it's fully patented, okay? She took the company from 20 million to 280 million in the last 2 years. Give her a hand. Okay. Should I say it was 2 years before we started? So she was in for 3 years, but it takes time to create momentum. You know, everybody knows that in business. 2 years before we signed up, she took the company from 20 million to 280 million, only focused on the X39. So these doctors were promoting other patches that the company had, like glutathione, which maybe is a good patch, but nobody really knows what a glutathione is and how it works, and it doesn't work like a stem cell reactivation patch. So they've had these. So she grabbed onto this because the hottest topic in wellness and on the street, the normal everyday person street, is stem cells. Okay, so she sees that, and she started promoting the stem cell reactivation patch. Okay, and the company took the company from 20 million, 280 million. Now it's 85% of all their sales is the X39. So we don't talk about nothing but the X39. And there are a lot of busybody people. I'm just going to be honest with you, busybody. They want to promote all the patches, but telling you, we hit the highest rank in 23 days because we listened to exactly what she said. We don't say nothing about anything else. Okay, but it's up to you how fast you want to run. If you want to go slow, talk about everything else. If you want to win and succeed quickly with you and your friends, just stay focused on the X39. Why? Because we've been in businesses where they have more type of products, and it slows people down because you have to explain all the other products. All you have to talk about here is reactivating stem cells. And by the way, we're in 75 countries. Okay. Oh, since Gene and I got started, the #1 country of the 75 countries was Japan. This is very interesting. So we're in 75 countries. So I love this because they did it right over the last 19 years. They opened up 75 countries because every person here knows somebody in another country or someone living somewhere else. I got a cousin in Australia, got a friend in Asia, got somebody in Europe that they'd like to get started. We're in those places so they can get started. Now, there's still countries we're not in, but it's like a 19-year-old startup company. So we're all going to grow together and build this around the world if you're up to it and you'd like to have some fun. Okay. So now, what's interesting about what happened was, so Gina and I got started, and within 60 days, Onyx, Gina, myself, and all of this folks right here, friends right here, and those that are on Zoom, brought the #1 fastest growing country and volume wise as well, the one that's doing the most volume to America. Within 60 days, we did that. That is incredible. Now, I want you to know why, because I'm sure you are a big thinker. You wouldn't come here tonight or be online on the Zoom. Okay. This is the way this works. People around the world are searching for what is happening in America. Okay. A lot of times they start these networking companies, and the first place they go is Indonesia or Philippines. It's people they can take advantage of. Nobody can take advantage of the Americans. All right. I mean, they know Americans are smart. They can tell if something isn't working. You can't fool them. We're the #1 country right now in LifeWave, and it's incredible. And get ready. We are going to be building around the world because with Zoom, we can get to anywhere so much easier. Now, we will go, but we starting out getting it on the Zoom so you don't have to be there right away. Now, why is that so exciting? Does anyone ever go to work and say, geez, I believe I'm worth more than what I'm getting paid? Anybody? Or do you all feel like you're getting paid what you're worth? Think about this, okay? This is the only business I've ever been in where you stick with us for the next 24 months and you will be coming up to me saying, I feel guilty by how much they're paying me. It's the only thing I've ever seen where you feel guilty for the effort you put in and how much you make. But you got to have some stick to it and stamina and some grit, okay? Now, what do I mean by the other countries? People are going to start getting in your business in Australia. They already are. So we already know what's happening. They're already getting in Malaysia. They're already getting in Singapore. They're already getting it all over the country, all over the world, okay? And when they get in your business, you're going to go to sleep at night and the sun is coming up, say in Australia or Malaysia, okay? And people are sticking patches all over the country while you're sound asleep. And you're sleeping like this. Okay? Best sleep you ever had. Because you know, the longer you sleep, the more you make. It is incredible what is going to happen for you, okay? If you stick with us, right? So 75 countries, it's incredible what's happening. And we're on a record right now. When Onyx started, it did $20 million a year, 20 million. Onyx, what's the biggest month that they've had so far since we started, all of us? Okay. So 20 million a year to 31 million in a month. And believe me, they're on track. We've done 320 million last year, and they're on track. We were just in Aruba with a bunch of friends. You're going to meet a bunch of them tonight. And we were eating dinner with David Schmidt, and he said, we're on track to hit $400 million this year. Okay. Gina, Onyx, and myself, my friend Matt and Kim Curtis, we took multiple companies now to over $1 billion. So we know exactly what to do, and we're focused on doing it. What's interesting about this, Ed, in this industry, 60% of what the company makes gets paid out to the field. So when they do $1 billion, 600 million gets paid to all of our friends. Are you ready? Okay. We're only at 400 million right now. Okay. And we're only in 10 months. We're just like proving that, okay, is this going to work? So we can tell our friends. So now the word is out for you, and it's going to get wild. Okay. David Schmidt has got 130 patents. He's the inventor and the owner of LifeWave. And Gina asked him when we interviewed him before we came on board, can you keep up with us? I thought that was very, I don't know, the way I didn't even have that in my questions, and we had agreed on the questions. She made that one up. Looked him in the eye and said, can you keep up with us? And he's like, I love that question. He said, we are doing 280 million right now, and the technology and the manufacturing facilities we have in Ireland, 40,000 square feet, 30,000 square feet in San Diego, we could do over $1 billion. And they haven't had a hiccup on getting us the product. They have never, ever, ever in 19 years seen this kind of momentum, this kind of volume, this kind of synergy, these kind of people. I mean, we went to Aruba and we had a blast, but the people that were there, they had never seen our kind of people. Never in their world. I mean, they ran a scavenger hunt, and who do you think won? Gene and I won, right? But our team was right there, all of them. It was just wild what happened. So I'm just going to give you a heads up. It's crazy, and we're having a blast doing it. Now, we brought some of their friends, those people on our teams too, so they could feel good about themselves, all right? Now, I want to tell you that the patent was just recently approved, July 2020. And the reason why many people, almost all, don't succeed in a business like this is because all of the products in a normal networking company are the same as all the other networking companies. Their weight loss, their skincare, their supplements, their shampoo, their skincare, makeup, all the same. And guess what? They're all the same at the department stores and the health food stores and on TV. So everyone's got the same stuff. Even if you got a unique collagen, it's hard to talk about that. You need something that talks for itself. You have to do none of the talking because everyone knows they have to have their stem cells reactivated after you tell them, because they don't know till you tell them. If you're not telling them, then they don't know. Okay, so I make sure I tell them. So that's why most people do not succeed in a business like this. And they might ask you, wonder why my friend didn't succeed in that. This is why. They have the same products. We have a product that nobody else has and everybody wants and they need to have. Okay, here's some of the things that the product is doing for people. Pain relief, that was mine. Reduced inflammation, which is the cause of most pain. Wound healing, energy, vitality, mental clarity. You heard that from Gina. Enhanced sports, faster recovery from exercise. Who doesn't want that? Even improved skin appearance. We're hearing a lot of improved skin appearance, okay? Which is very interesting, all right? What the patch is doing there. Now, what's crazy here is that this is a 77-year-old woman's brain. If you see, you can't really see on the corner, but that's David Schmidt, the inventor of the X39. We're interviewing Onyx, Gina, myself, questioned him, and he pulled up this slide. And I thought this was the most interesting thing of the presentation that he gave us, all right? She wore the patch behind the neck, okay? So behind the neck. So they did case studies. Some are below the belly button, some are behind the neck. So in this case study, everyone in the case study was wearing them behind the neck. And this is her brain at 77 years old. And he said to us, this right here at session 1 is without the X39. And he said, as you can see from the brain, blue, okay, is where you've got stem cell activity. So basically, most of her brain has got no stem cell activity, okay? So she puts it on. Session 2 is 3 weeks on the X39. You see the brain lights up. Look at the activity already, a stem cell activity. and session 3 is 6 weeks, and it's just lit up completely from stem cell activity in the brain. Now, this is not just her brain. This is every one of our brains as we get older. Think about this. No stem cell activity. As a matter of fact, when somebody says no to getting on the X39, now we know, and I've never seen this in network marketing ever in the history, but we have got a product that we can change them very quickly to a yes. So they said no because they don't believe in the X39. And all I have figured out is that their stem cell activity in their brain is done. Done. So they need it reactivated. So I put the patch on. I say, just wait a little bit, have a cup of water. And I just wait about 5-10 minutes max. And they're like, sign me up. So their stem cells just are not active in their brain. They just got to get activated a little bit and they're ready to sign up with you. Never have I ever seen this in my life. Start doing it. You will get the feeling. You will get it. You'll see this kind of reaction as well. But that is incredible testimony of what's going on. By the way, this is not just your brain. This is our liver, our lungs as we get older, our kidneys, our skin, our heart, everything. The stem cells are becoming stagnant, but they can be reactivated if you put the patch on, the X39. Okay, but if not, they're going to be living with their stem cells stagnant and they become very sluggish. So you tell people, if you start feeling sluggish, remember me. Because I've got a way to help you have more energy and feel better. Because, I mean, not many 61-year-old women are up here with this kind of energy like Gina. She's got that energy for you to win and succeed. She's going to cross the finish line with you. Look around when you go to work tomorrow at everybody and see how fired up they are to be there. That's what I'm talking about. It's time. I'm just saying, this doesn't come very often, but it's up to you, okay? And you will know if you go to work tomorrow where you're going to be in the next 20 years. It's very simple, okay? Look around. If you're at the bank, if you're a realtor, okay? If you're a flight attendant like Gina, she could look at somebody in the tube, and there they were. She was in her late 20s, and they were 65, and they were still flying, doing the exact same thing that she was doing. That's where you're going to be. If you're at the bank, you might be a teller, but you can look across the bank. You see a lady that's in the office. She's there in the office, a nice big office, but she's still stuck in the office. That's going to be you in the next 30, 40 years. Fired up? When you get started with us, here's what happens. Give us 24 months, max 36 months, but you have the hope. You have the hope that possibly you could get free. You know what happens? You start working as a flight attendant like, oh my gosh, you got a kick in your step because you know one day you possibly could get free. But if you don't have a way out, you know you're with them. You're all with all the rest. Think about that. And you know what I love about Florida is everyone that's here was a risk taker. They all had to come from somewhere to be here. Am I right? Okay. And, but they're mostly at work. So all we got to do is show them a way to get out and they can get free and they're going to have a blast. So anyways, here's the long-term results. Within a few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. That's why you're going to hear a testimony from a stroke patient tonight. Okay. Because your brain starts rebooting. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. I mean, stagnant stem cells is one thing, but imagine walking around for the rest of your life with an unbalanced brain. Now that'll really get you going, okay? And when you point it out to the people, you don't want to be walking around with an unbalanced brain. And then within 6 weeks, your anxiety and depression symptoms are decreased. And we're seeing incredible results on that because of that brain photo that I showed you. People are like, their brain is getting activated with stem cells, and now they're like got a new passion for life. Within 3 months, your collagen is decreased and your wrinkles, decreasing wrinkles because your collagen was increased. Your hair grows like a weed. Your muscles and your bones start getting stronger as you get older instead of going the other way. And this is the big one. You'll hear this from Dr. Ginchi. Within 14 out of 15 people, not half the people, 14 out of 15 lowered their vascular age an average of 8 years after only 6 months using the X39. Give that a hand. That's incredible. You're going to want to know why. Okay, here's our website, startx39.com. This is an incredible website. It's translated in 104 languages. What's interesting is that almost every networking that you would join, they're going to give you a link. And when you send the link to a prospect, they get lost in the minutia of the money that's made, of the free trips that we're all on. So they see us all playing around in Aruba, for instance, when they try to hear about the product and they get all lost and they get frustrated. Where we don't have any networking appeal. There's no networking appeal to our team product website. This is not a corporate site. It's our team site. And all they can do is zone in on our product and see exactly how it works so that they can do their research. There's 80 case studies on there, doctors' reviews, patents, testimonies, all on this website. And that's why people are winning when they send, say, a doctor there. I've never seen so many doctors enroll in our business because they can see exactly what the product is all about. Like Gina said, you wear the product, the X39 for 12 hours. You can wear it. The case studies were done behind the neck, below the belly button, but you can wear it anywhere you have pain. Okay. And then you throw the patch away when you rest and your body rejuvenates the stem cells that were made. And then you put the patch on in the morning. And you, like Gina said, we like to tell people to, when you brush your teeth in the morning, you put it on. When you brush your teeth at night, you take it off. So if you don't brush your teeth, then we got a problem. All right. Okay. So we got a few testimonies. I got in my pocket a few. Okay. First of all, Dr. Virginia. Okay. Is that how, can I say it? Come on up here. She's just got started and she's got a testimony. We got people in the audience that want to tell you a little bit. So come on over here in the light so they can see you on the Zoom. Okay. Tell us a little bit what happened. I'm gonna put the microphone for you. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Virginia Christ. I'm relatively new to the X39, but I was just 2 inches away from having a knee surgery. So I was stooped over. I am an old lady, but I was really, I was with the walker and I was like having this knee, carrying myself very tenderly with this knee. It was in incredulous pain. And I had the walker, so I was moving slow and my, it was awful. Yeah. And I was dreading that knee surgery because I already had one on this knee. So I knew I was in for a long year. And 2 weeks before I was having that surgery, a friend, he's in here, Dr. Brad Whitman. Our offices are on the same.
He's waving.
Where is he? Yeah, thank you.
Give Brad a hand.
Please.
Come on.
Our offices are on the same floor, so we're friendly with each other. And so he said, I'm going to give you a whole sleeve. And so I didn't know what that meant, but he gave me 30 patches. And so after 2 weeks, I was walking and strutting. I could race any one of you. Come on. Who wants to challenge me? Yeah. I am so happy. I'm so happy. I can torque. So thank you. To me, this is a gift from God. Yep. Thank you, Larry.
And wait, tell him real quick. Tell him.
Forgive me, Steve.
Steve, no, tell him real quick. You came to a meeting like this, what you saw, what you experienced, because you've never missed a meeting since we had them. We don't have many, but you've come to every one.
Well, first I came on my own, alone, not knowing anybody or anything about this. And so I was a stranger and new, and everybody was so friendly. At the front desk, this wonderful, sweet woman, she said her name was Gina, I think. And she was so warm and tender. She took my hand and embraced it with both of her hands. And she said, I want you to come to my house. And so then this wonderful man was sitting on the front row and he had a seat next to him. He said, I want you to sit next to me, Steve. It was so sweet. And so I felt so warmly embraced without knowing anyone or anything about it. They were very kind and welcoming. And then I met people at the meeting and I've never looked back. I've never looked back.
Thank you. See? Okay. And by the way, just having a community of people that want you to win and succeed is not normal in life, really helps people too, especially what people have been going through. So, okay, I got a list, not many. All right. I'm going to bring up Chris Robertson, right? Where's Chris? Chris, right here. Come on. Come on up here, Chris. And Chris, tell him where you drove in from today.
Yesterday. Daytona Beach, Florida. Yeah.
And I didn't know Chris till I just met her in here. She's seen us on Zoom, but I didn't know her. Okay. And she started telling me, so it wasn't like we staged this or anything. I didn't even know that Dr. Chris had this testimony, and I didn't know Chris. So tell us what you told me.
Well, my brother got me on the patches and he kept bugging me to get on them. So I finally bought them and I put them in a drawer. Thank you, Alan, in West Virginia. And then eventually I put them on, and 3 weeks later, I have had fibromyalgia for 20 years and it was gone.
Now, real quick, we want to make sure everybody knows she's very excited and she's very emotional about this. So she put the patch on. The patch from the light from her body activated her copper peptide, reactivated her own stem cells, and her body healed itself. So that's how it worked. Right?
Thank you to God.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Chris. Okay, we've got, how about, this is going to be a great one because I don't know what they're going to say, but Gina told me this is a great testimony. Bishop Willie and Dr. Rhonda Bolden are here from Fort Wayne, Indiana. They just flew in. They've only been in 1 week. Could you guys come on up, or can you make it up here? Come on up. Can someone help her? Noel, help her. All right, come on up here, guys. Give them a hand. They flew in from Indiana just for this meeting. They've only been in a week. So we're going to hear this. Bring them right up here. Come on, Bishop. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Bishop, I were told, your wife said that you were telling her, we got to get to this meeting. I want to get there. I don't care what the price of the ticket is. I'm coming there. Right? You want to start?
Yes.
You and I started first.
Thank you so much. And I just want to thank God for Steve and for Gina. Just amazing. We were in another business. We love network marketing since '94. My husband since the '70s. And again, this is Bishop Willie Bolden. I'm Dr. Rhonda Bolden. But anyway, so we had a friend from another business that we've done sent us a link, and we didn't look at it right away. And my husband said the other day, he said, the Lord keeps nudging me, baby, to look at that link. Do you still have it? The lady sent us from Chicago. And I said, yeah. He said, let's put down what we're doing and look at it. And this was about 6-7 days ago, you guys, about a week. And so I said, yeah. So we looked at it and we looked at each other and went, oh my God. And he said, call her and tell her we're in. And so she says, well, I signed up as Diamond. And we said, well, we'll do Diamond. And we didn't know what that was. So we said, we'll do Diamond because we like to go take it to the top. So we signed up Diamond, got in, and the first day we started calling people. So we made manager in 6 days. And so we got the patches, and my husband started taking them. And I'll let him tell you what his experience was real quick.
Thank you for the opportunity. Well, I put the patch on, and one of the first things that happened is I had just had some dental work done, root canal, and the dentist didn't get all the nerves out, and my teeth and my gum was hurting really bad. So, and I've been doing to go back all the way back. In 2020, I had the COVID, and from COVID, a blood clot went to the right side of my brain, gave me a stroke on the left side. I was on the ventilator for 35 days. They called her 3 times and said I wasn't coming home. And she was going through, I gave her the COVID, and then as well, she was having 3rd straight breast cancer at the same time. And so this is one of the reasons the young lady called us, because she knew that we absolutely needed something. And so she called us, and I've been in ministry. In 2026, it'll be 50 years. And so I can hear the voice of God. I know God's voice. And so when we got this text, the Spirit of God just kept nudging me that we need to look at that thing. And
we've been praying for you.
Yes.
And you've been praying for us.
That's right. And so we sat down and we looked at it, and I said, listen, call her and tell her we're in. And so we were coming home from the stroke. I would probably take 6 Tylenols a day.
Sometime 8.
And so when we got the the patches, I put one on, and the first thing is the gum pain was gone. And then I had a infected toe with a ingrown toenail. No, don't y'all laugh at me like my wife did. But I was lying in the bed and she was in the family room. And I said, baby, come in here and pull this sheet back and see is my toe still on my foot.
No pain.
I had no pain that at all. And then the other thing is that the energy level went up. Because I had double pneumonia from the virus. And then on top of that, like I said, been on the ventilator, and then the stroke from the virus, it takes like zapped your energy. And then I began, can you come on, baby?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Keeping,
Yes. He wanted to walk without my assistance. This was about the fourth, fifth day of the patch. So hold on a minute. He wants to show you.
Here you go. I got you.
Maybe you should use the golf 3 times. Speak to God. He used to golf 3 times a week. And when he had the virus, he loves golf and he was teaching me. And he really is, it's been over 2 years he's been home. And I know you can walk without assistance. Come on. And he's been doing training. And that patch, just one day, he said, put my gym shoes on. I think I'm going to walk around the corner.
All right, thank you guys. So it's so emotional. How are we doing? You want to put your feet on? Put your feet back. Wow. What a surprise. All the way from Indiana. They said, what did you say your flights cost?
About $1,800, I think. We ordered them 2 days ago in the hotel here because we just felt we needed to be here. We just joined a week ago. So we're already registered for Tampa.
Okay. Thanks, Noel. All right. Now, you see what I'm talking about? You're like, we had no idea this was going to be this crazy, but Onyx knew. She told us they were going to be like this. And we were like, okay, let's see. And that's what's been happening every day since we started the X39 past last July. Last one, okay? It's amazing. We have stroke patients all of a sudden coming up to me. I didn't know who I was going to call on tonight. I just was mingling through the people that were coming in, and they started talking to me. Where's Larry Rower? Larry Rower, come on up here, right? Come on, Larry. And wait till you hear his testimony. Bishop, when you hear Larry's testimony, this is your hope right here. Wait till you hear this. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. My name is Larry Rower, and I have been on the patch for almost 9 months. It is amazing that I am able to stand up here and talk, because for 9 years, I never got up and publicly spoke. I was too embarrassed with my speech. I was too embarrassed with everything. My stroke was very serious, and my ability to speak, I guess, was always there. But for both my parents, I was unable to speak at the ceremony, at their funerals. So I have come a long way, but the most amazing thing for me is after my second stroke, I was consistently unavailable to look up. I would be laid out for an hour to 3 hours at a time. It was the most horrible feeling because I could no longer play tennis. I could no longer hit a golf ball. I was that ill. For me, with the patch, I am now hitting tennis balls. I have now hit half a bucket of balls on the golf course. I know that this is very hard to believe, but this is the most amazing thing I have ever seen. Thank you so much, Steve.
Okay. So now you see what I'm talking about. This is just real people telling you their stories. And like I said earlier, okay, the patch did not heal them. That they put the patch on, it activated their copper peptide, reactivated their stem cells, and their body healed itself. All right. This is incredible. Now, what you've all been waiting for, we want to bring up my good friend, longtime friend, internal medicine doctor, Dr. Victor Ginchi, who practices right here in Palm Beach County. He's going to come up here, share with you, and kind of clean up a little bit of what. Come on up here, Victor, Dr. Ginchi. And he's been my friend for so long that I don't always call him doctor, but he's very, very successful doctor, has saved for members in my family because of his knowledge. Appreciate you, doctor. Tell him a little bit why the X39 is working for all these people.
Well, what a presentation, right? What great, great testimonies. Thank you so much. Now, you asked, does this patch do anything? Well, we have testimonies stating that it does. What is it actually doing? It's doing this. It's reducing the entire body inflammation that drives insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome, coronary artery disease, fatty liver. All of these things are driven by inflammation. So when you activate the waveform change and get the GHK copper peptide into the cell, what actually happens is you do regenerate the pluripotent stem cell. Pluripotent means it goes to all parts of your body, all parts, cardiac tissue, vessels, kidney, liver. All of these things can be repaired. You can reverse your fatty liver. You can reverse it. You can reverse your insulin resistance. You can reverse your type 2 diabetes. Yes, this patch will help do that, but you have to find out how to do and avoid toxic things. White flour, high fructose corn syrup, sugar. All of these things will continue to make inflammation. So with that, I'll leave you with that thought. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ginchi. All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to bring up all the people that was on the free. We had about 200 people, 100 people qualified, but they had their spouses or significant under. We all were there, about 250 friends of ours. And this is incredible. That qualified for Aruba. Come on up here, right? Let's just share with them to see that we're not the only ones winning. All these people got in after Gene and I, and they all earned the free trip to Aruba. Give them a big hand. Come on, who wants to go on a free trip? And that's what we were playing. Okay, Brooke, what you saw on the trip, what you're seeing since you've just been in. And by the way, Brooke is the second highest rank of the company already. Brooke Robinson. Okay. Okay. Can we just move this Zoom, just showing it over this way so we can stand in the line. There we go. Go ahead, Brooke.
Can you first tell how you got the trip?
Yeah.
I won the trip by listening to Steve, Gina, and Onyx and Mike and Zahi because they are amazing leaders. So my husband and I got in about 9 months ago. We just, we were persistent. We did 331. We kept introducing it to people. We kept patching people. It didn't matter who said no because we always had yeses and we just stayed persistent. That's all it is you be persistent. It doesn't matter how many people say no. There's always somebody that will say yes. You just got to stay consistent. You can't get defeated. And, you know, for my husband and I, we stayed confident in ourselves. We stayed confident in our leaders. And that's why we succeeded, because we didn't give up. You know, you don't get in anything and 3 months later be like, oh, poor me. Like, people said, no, okay, you got to keep going. There's no business owner. There's no leader. You know, there's no owner of any company. Tesla didn't become Tesla because a few people told him no, right? Like, you have to be persistent. You want money, you make money, or you make excuses, but you can't make both.
Thank you, Brooke Robinson and her husband, Keston. Did we have fun?
Oh my God, we had too much fun. Yeah, it was an amazing trip. I mean, you know what the best part is that this company, we have amazing people. Like, we all had a great time. We laughed, we cried, and we actually signed up a few people patching in Aruba too, which was awesome. Just naturally, they're just like, what is that thing on you? I'm like, oh, this is the easiest sales pitch I've ever done. So yeah, we had a great time. Amazing trip. Hope everybody in this room gets to go next year.
And by the way, that was just the first trip of many trips for everyone here. We're going to have a blast. Oh, yeah, tell me your name and everything.
Hi, I'm Beth Kyle. I'm a director.
Yes.
And yes, basically the same thing she said, just following up with people, staying consistent, keep on going. If they say no, it doesn't always mean no, but I just basically stayed consistent, followed up, listened to Steve and Gina, and it's been amazing. The trip was phenomenal, meeting David Schmidt, working out with David Schmidt, hearing about future things from David Schmidt. So much fun. They treated us on the beach. We had amazing dinners every night on the beach. We got to go on an excursion. We got to pick whatever we wanted. We had $350 to spend however we wanted. So, I mean, it was just incredible. It's really worth it. They're amazing.
How about your belief level, like your vision and your belief of where you can take it? Did it go up once I kind of felt like yours went up the minute we got on the bus, only onto the to the hotel. We hadn't even got to the hotel yet.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Yes, it was amazing. The belief level is just unbelievable. This company is going forever. Up. Great potential. So.
Thanks, Beth. All right. Okay, my brother and sister-in-law, okay? They're the third highest rank right now, but moving fast. All right?
Quick, yeah.
Yeah.
We got in July when Steve and them got in, and the trip to Aruba was amazing. I could go back tomorrow because all of a sudden I started having allergies a couple of years ago. I had no allergies in Aruba. So I can go back in the morning, you have money to spend, first class accommodations the whole way through, and going on trips when it's free is a whole lot better. A whole lot better.
Going on trips that are free and then they put money on your account there to spend too. It's just like amazing. When we flew home from Aruba, we met the neatest lady beside us. And she was so excited about what we were sharing with her. She enrolled as a diamond. Last time I flew, the lady that was sitting beside me enrolled as a diamond. So I asked my husband, I said, Donnie, can I just keep flying around? But no, you guys, they just totally rolled out the red carpet for us. Everything was just to celebrate our success. And it's just amazing. We came home with so many new friends. It was just absolute blast. So everybody's got to be there next year.
Wow. All right. Thank you, guys. Our good friends, Vic and Di, tell them a little bit. Well, I know you had a great time there.
We had some fun.
Yeah. And these guys are crushing it.
But hey, welcome everybody. Vic and Diana Malillo, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. We moved here 9 years ago from New Jersey. So we got to give a little shout out to our peeps online in New Jersey, because what's happening here is going to be happening in our home state. So we're looking forward to that. But the trip was amazing. And when my wife first said, we want a trip to Aruba, I go, well, how much is the plane ticket going to be? She goes, no, they paid for that too. And I said, yeah, but you kind of know how we like to have a little fun at night. And she goes, no, they put money on our card also. It's all covered. We don't have to do anything. It really was an all expense paid trip. And it was at the highest level. We even had a little treat from Steve, Gina, and Onyx. Treating us to a special dinner on top of the other dinners. I'm just telling you, you're with the right group, with the right leaders. And as you're excelling, they're going to make sure you feel special and you're there. Don't be wishy-washy. Don't be pushy, but be confident. And I think that's the secret here, because Everybody that talks to my wife, I just let them talk to her.
Everybody needs this product. They really do. So don't be afraid to talk to them. I don't know if I'm supposed to be sharing this, but I'm going to. So I apologize to David Schmidt if he gets upset with me. While we were away, I got the pleasure of speaking with him one day in the lobby at the hotel. That's why you want to get around. You want to get to these trips because you get a lot of inside information. And I said to David, what's going on as far as, are you doing anything with Lou Gehrig's disease? Because we have a friend who's been diagnosed with that. And I noticed that there's a lot of science now. They're doing a lot of studies with stem cells and Lou Gehrig's disease. And he said, well, Diana, it's funny you should say that. We're going to be starting a study. I said, well, how far out? Like a year? He's like, no, in the next couple of months. I said, amazing. Like this, he's amazing, guys. We're with the right company, the right people, the right team. You have something to be very excited about. Do not be afraid to talk to anybody because we all need this product and get on the next damn trip. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, guys. And then we got our good friends, Matt and Kim Curtis. They're at the highest range, just like us. They were on the trip. We had a great time. Tell them a little bit what they need to know and how much belief everybody got from coming.
I mean, yeah, it's a great time there. And listen, you know what would make the trip better is if you were all there. You know, one of Matt and I's loves in life is traveling. And there's probably a lot of people in here that you would just love to pick up and go. And when it's all expense paid, it certainly does make a difference. But you know what? You have to want to go bad enough. You got to put your goals out there in front of you. And when one of these incentive trips come out, make it happen. You know, it's not going to fall in your lap, but we have an amazing product. If you get out there and share it, you are going to change people's lives. If you help enough people get what they want, you'll get on these trips. You'll get some of the things that you and your family need. But you've got to be willing to go out there and share this product. And why wouldn't you with the testimonies we had? Thank you guys for sharing because you change people's lives with those. And what we're looking for on our next trip is you guys.
Wow, come on. Wow, are you guys fired up? I cannot, the testimonies are off, life-changing, tear-jerking testimonies. I hope this helps you guys with your belief. I mean, I've said for years, all you got to do is mix a little bit of belief with excitement with the right team. We've known Onyx for over 20 years, Steve and Gina, 35 years. You can trust these folks with your future. We're going to, Quantum Field Team Business is going to crank, the fastest growing team already. But get your belief, hang out with us. We believe no soldier left behind. We're going to help you guys. The last time we all hung out together, we made 8 figures. Do the math yourself. We don't want to talk about it. But freedom. How about, who wants to be free? Right? There are a lot of sharp people in this room, and I know sharp people know sharp people. So go after the most influential people you know, because we need help getting this story out about these patches. Guys, we need your help. Run like crazy. Get it to everybody that you know, because this is look at life-changing, tear-jerking. God bless you guys. You can do it. Let's go.
Give these guys a hand.
So real quick, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I want to take you. So the key thing is to get to Aruba, you sponsor people, you upgrade them, you put them on auto ship, and it's like a points. So we were like number 3, then we're like number 4, then we're like number 3, and I'm like, we gotta stay solid in number 3. I want to be number 2, but I'll take number 3. Anyways, the top 10 went on a private boat. Onyx, Steve and I, Mike and Saeed, Matt and Kim. We went on a private, Renita and Scott, Brandon. We went on a private sailboat with the one and only David Schmidt. And then we docked at some beautiful restaurant and broke bread with him. It was absolutely incredible. That was just the top 10, a private dinner. So I'm telling you, the next trip that comes out, I don't know if it's going to be Aruba or it's going to be Jamaica, but we're going to take you, okay? Can you tell I was a flight attendant? Anyways, guys, it's the best. First class. Mike and Saeed didn't come up because they're coming up in just a second, but they won the trip. Onyx, you want to come up, baby? Oh my goodness. Our amazing sponsor, Onyx. Woo! So what I would tell you all is that Steve and Gina are network marketing royalty. And these two actually taught me the business. And so
I was a single mom when these two, I'm still a single mom, but now my kids are all grown up. So now I'm an empty nester single mom. It's great. Anyway, what I'd love to share with you, because Steve talked a lot about the money and in terms of the company and how much we've already grown, and there's a lot more growth coming. But the reason all of you are here is because of a chimney sweep in California. And a chimney sweep in California walked across the street and told one of my girlfriends to lift up her hair, and he stuck a patch right on the back of her neck. And because he took a chance, he had no idea that Kathy Rodriguez was good friends with Onyx Cole. No idea. So you don't know who your friends know. Now, those of you that get no's in this business, I get no's. You all, Steve and Gina said no to me. And they said no to me. And they said no to me. And they said no to me. And I didn't stop. I kept coming back around, waiting for their door to open so that they were ready to hear. And it wasn't until 3 years in that they were ready to hear, but I never gave up on them. They never gave up on me. And we're not giving up on any one of you all. This team is just getting started. It's just getting started. We were here, what, 6, 8 weeks ago? There was 100 people in the room. There's 200 people in the room tonight, y'all. It's double the size. There's 682 people on the Zoom last time I checked, and 132 on the YouTube Live right now. That's like 1,000 people just tonight. Just tonight. We listened to some amazing testimonials today. I love what Mike and Sahi say. Listen, if you guys remember when you were 5 and you put stickers on everything and everyone, that's how you build this business. And it's so true. It's so true. We actually had a one patch wonder in here tonight. It's amazing. 10% of the people I find put one patch on and it shifts them. It's incredible. So this is a business that builds over time. I want you all to understand that if a single mom from South Florida can do this business, so can every single one of you. There's nothing special about me, except I'll tell you one thing. I work my business every single day. I do 331 every single day. I've been doing it for 3.5 years, and my organization did $3.2 million last week. So do you think the system works? Yes. So you've got the right product, you've got the right team, you've got the right system. The only component I can't answer for is you. And so what I encourage you to do is plug in. You know, we have amazing Zooms every single week. You all want to be plugging in to that. Why? Because you're going to hear different people talking, and it's going to plug into your head, and then you're going to start to hear this, either me or Steve and Gina or somebody else who's teaching, and you'll be saying the same things. I think it was Monica that came up to me and she said, Onyx, that training you did, I wrote down every single word that you said. And then I went out and I patched somebody and I said, only what you said on that training. And then I texted them a link. And guess what happened? I said, what? They want to get into business. I said, fantastic. She said, so then I did it again. So what's happening is it's duplicating. And the neat thing about network marketing, which is different than traditional business, is that in traditional businesses, people don't share their success secrets. In network marketing, we share our success secrets. We want to see you succeed. And one of the most important things in success, I find, is being in an environment with people that want you around, that want to see you succeed. In our traditional jobs, so often we don't feel loved, we don't feel cared for. The one thing I got from Aruba, it was like 75% quantum field. 9 out of the 10 top earners were quantum field. I mean, we dominated this trip, which was great. But you know what was really cool? Was all the unity. We broke bread together. We enjoyed time together. We all want to see each other lift up. So this ride is just getting started. You're here, but this is different than working at IBM. At IBM, you know, you got to get up and go to work at 9 a.m. With this kind of business, you all got to plug in. So what do you plug into? Plug into Monday night Zoom at 8 p.m. Plug into Wednesday night Zoom at 8 p.m. If you speak Spanish or you know people that speak Spanish, y'all, this is a huge market. You should plug people into that Spanish speaking meeting. Yo puedo hablar español un poquito. Steve and Gina said, Onyx, you're leading the Thursday night meeting in Spanish. I said everybody will be laughing. That'll be good. And then we have Friday at noon Eastern. And that's only a 30-minute call. So you want to jump on these calls live and you want to encourage your people to get on these calls. And then every Saturday we do a training at 1 o'clock. Now there's one more thing that's coming up that will be life-changing. And that is, this is it. So Gina named this amazing convention that we're having. It will sell out. I'm absolutely certain. Hundreds and hundreds of seats have already been sold. If you want to take your business to the next level, the person who has the most people in that room will have their business grow to levels you've never imagined. Because imagine if I'm sitting in the audience and Steve is talking about something and it reaches my head and it reaches my heart and it moves me. And then I go home and I pick up the phone to call the other people in my group that didn't come. And I share what Steve shared that moved me. That was good for me, except the problem was the person I called, that person needed to hear what Gina shared. And because they weren't in the seat, they didn't get that message direct from Gina. There's a huge power in them sitting in the audience with you. So my goal is to have the most people in that room. That's my goal. One of you guys is going to beat me, I'm sure. But you want to bring as many people as you possibly can. We're going to break bread together. We're going to enjoy each other. You're going to learn and you're going to come out of there just flying. Your businesses are going to fly. And remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. You build this business consistently and persistently over time. 3 years to get Steve and Gina to say yes. Do you think I have some persistence? Yes, yes. But you don't know who your friends know. So remember, we all came from a chimney sweep. A chimney sweep took a chance. And with the testimonials you heard tonight, if you're not inspired to go out and do what Mike and Sahi say and put stickers on everyone, you're missing it. You're missing it because we're here to make a difference in the world and you make a difference in the world just by putting a sticker on somebody. Thank you so much, y'all.
Thanks, my friend. Right. All right, Onyx Cole. She's the one that rocketed this thing and created this mojo right now. You're in the treat for probably the best, most exciting night you've ever seen from this couple. And I want to, before I bring them up, I want everyone to see how the momentum is already happening through the ranks. When you hit these different ranks that Mike talks about, you're making more money. If you're a manager that you put 2 people on the right, 2 people on the left, stand up. Stand up if you're a manager so we can see already the success that we're having. Okay? Give them a hand. If you can go manager, you go all the way. Okay. Yeah. Look at this already. Okay. Now, you guys sit down. If you're a director, stand up. If you're a director, stand up. All the directors. Look at. Okay. Congratulations. When you see all this, this is what's happening. If you see this kind of momentum this quickly in just months, can you imagine what's going to happen in the next 24 months? If you're a senior director, stand up and be recognized. Senior directors. Okay. Okay. If you're the 3rd highest rank of the company, executive senior director, stand up. As a matter of fact, come here. Come here. They didn't get to speak real quick. I want them to say something real quick. Tell them real quick.
Well, Tommy and Ingrid Sardine from here in West Palm Beach, Wellington area. And just exciting. Let me tell you, we've only been in, 3 months now and hit the level. And the whole secret is, Onyx said it, how many people you're willing to help. And that's all we focus on is helping the team to have success. And once you focus on others, yours is right behind them.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Say a few words real quick.
Hi, everybody. Carmen and David Abdo. We just hit it tonight. We're so excited. Yeah. Walking in the door. We actually did. And we're just so blessed. We feel so excited for our team. We breaking ranks like crazy this week and a lot more to come. And I just want to tell you that don't be selfish and share this patch with everybody. We've had some amazing testimonies this week that would like what we had here tonight. And if you guys had not said yes to Onyx, none of this would be happening. Wow. All these people wouldn't be getting the blessings they're getting. So don't be selfish. Just remember that next time that you don't want to share it with somebody because you're afraid or because you think that they're going to say no to you, just remember the lives that were in here that were changed. Just think about that. And that's going to give you energy to go forward.
Guys, thank you so much. Congratulations. They just hit it tonight. All right. Now, real quick, that is very, very something that you need to grasp onto. This isn't like some people are hitting these ranks like last year, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. This is right now. It's happening. That's why the moment is right now to make this happen. Help me welcome the highest rank of the company, senior presidents or directors, Mike and Cy Hernandez, who are rocking this thing. They're back from Aruba. They're fired up. They're going to tell you how to make the money.
My God. Wow, guys. This is too much. That I can't even, I'm speechless today. I've done enough crying already. I'm just so excited and so thankful, so blessed that Steve and Gina called us 10 months ago to tell us about this opportunity that is changing so many lives, guys. This is it. This is it. We have this amazing product that is changing so many lives. And we have the reason why that we're making so much money is because this product works like it does. This is enough said. This meeting can finish right now, guys, with these testimonies. We could blow up this. We could take this company to $1 billion, guys. And I'm just shaking. I'm so excited because this is the biggest meeting, the best meeting I've seen yet to date. Because, guys, if you're not fired up today with what you've seen and what just happened, yeah, you have to check your pulse because, guys, listen. And if you're not ready, move out of the way because there's a lot of people going out there and speaking to whoever it is out there because we're patching everybody. Everybody that we can patch, we're going to patch them, guys, because this is too big. This is too big to just stay sitting down and not doing anything about it, guys. This can change our lives forever and the lives of many, 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 many people. So let's do this. Come on. You got the leaders. You got the leaders rolling up their sleeves. These are network marketing royalty. Steve and Gina Merritt, they're Onyx Cole, network marketing royalty, guys. This is an honor to be here with them, just sharing and them so willing to help us all out, guys. So take advantage of this. Let's do it. Let's make this happen. And we're going to take this company to $1 billion. Trust me, and beyond.
My baby's fired up. All right, guys, listen. Thank you. All right, we can wrap it up right now, but we're going to go over a couple of things. Guys, you can call my wife and I the Cabbage Patch Kids, all right? Because we're running around like Onyx said, we run around like a 5-year-olds with stickers, all right? And I love that I get to talk about the money part because, guys, for those of you who don't know our stories, my wife and I met my wife when she was 12 and I was 15. I'm a high school dropout. Dropped out in 10th grade, never went back to school. She dropped out in 10th grade. She actually went back and got her GED. I never even got my GED. Everything I've learned from this industry. I've learned from Steve and Gina Merritt. I've learned from Onyx Cole. And guys, I love that this industry has allowed a couple like us. We were literally at some point, right before we met Steve and Gina, picking up stuff from beautiful communities like we live now, picking up garbage and selling it at a swap shop over at Sunrise. Anybody know the swap shop over at Sunrise? I would be there every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We would get there around 4:30 in the morning. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like to get up early, all right? We were there because we had to, and we were literally selling garbage to get by. At the time, my son was maybe 7 years old, and my son, I taught him to be an entrepreneur, even with garbage. He would pick up his own little pile of the garbage, and he was like, anything that was toys, anything that he liked, he was like, this is my stuff. Michael, you know my son very well. And he would sell it out there. And guys, this industry set us financially free. We earned over $5 million with Steve and Gina Merritt, Honest Cole in our first company. And you know what? I had been out of this industry for the past 8 years because I didn't want to do it again. Why? Because maybe you can relate. If you haven't succeeded, and don't think that we succeeded at everything that we've done. right? And we tried a couple. We've only succeeded really in 2. The first one and this one, right? So here's the thing. Many times we do network marketing with companies that are all competing with the same category of products. You guys heard that, right? So whatever experience you've done in the past, guys, it's only prepping you for what we're going to do over here because we got something very, very special. So guys, you know what? We're going to get to talk about the money. Okay, we're going to get to talk about the money right now, guys. And listen, here's what I know. I know what it's like to be flat broke, and I know what it's like to be a multimillionaire. You know which one's better, right? I don't need to tell you, right? And here's the thing. I know that money is not the most important thing in life, but it affects life's most important things, unfortunately. And whether it's time, how much time you spend with your family, freedom, getting out of debt, right? All of this is affected by money. So it's important that we get to talk about the money. In reality, for you to really understand the potential of the business that you have in front of you, you need to understand the potential of the stem cell industry because that's what we're involved with, right? So the stem cell industry is becoming more and more popular. People are realizing the importance of healthy stem cells. It's expected to explode to over 300 billion, yet we're only in a couple of 100 million. So the timing couldn't be better. And like Steve said at the beginning, we have the best product in the industry, right? Money back guarantee is only $100. It affects everything, not just, 1 or 2 parts. It's just amazing, guys. So, oh, I'm sorry. I got to send here. So let me move my camera. Guys, I hope you're enjoying this. All right. I'm live too. All right. I'm just going out there. I'm putting this out to the world, guys. Says everyone we know is going to know about this patch, with or without you, with or without me, but not without me. All right. So I'm just saying. All right. So this is the next one. So guys, how do we build this business? How can you really become financially free? You got to be ignorance on fire. Right? Steve Mary spoke about the fact that he negotiated his way out of high school. He said, if you don't pass me, I'm coming back. Right? And that worked for him. And I'm thinking, shoot, why didn't I think about that? Truth is, that wouldn't have worked for me because I was never there. Right? They would have said, well, good, I get to see you now. Right? So truth be told, how do we do this, guys? You got to be ignorance on fire. He's barely graduated high school. I'm a high school dropout, 10th grade, right? How many of you have graduated from college, have a degree? Clap real quick. All right. Listen, I just want to tell you something. You can do it too. All right. It's just going to take you a lot longer. All right. Because you're so darn smart. You got to know everything. You got to know everything. Slow it. Listen, just keep it ignorance on fire. All right, because what I've learned is, even though I'm a high school dropout, I've got a PhD in people. With this industry, I've got a PhD in people, and I've got an MBA, a massive bank account with this industry right here, all right? So all I'm telling you is keep it simple. Don't learn all of those fancy darn words, especially if you're not a scientist. If you're a scientist, it makes sense for those words to be coming out of your mouth. But if you're not, guys, keep it simple, because at the end of the day, no matter what you tell everybody and all of the studies and all the questions and all those responses, they're going to tell you what? Well, I got to try it. Well, let's just get right to it. That's what I do. I just get right to it. Stick. What is that? I don't know. You'll tell me about it later. That's all I do, guys. The product sells itself. And when I learned that Steve called me and I said I didn't want to do this again. Oh, I'm not interested. But when he told me, he started saying things that planted some seeds in my brain. And I was like, wow. I don't know them to be embellishers. I don't know them to be liars. He's just straight up kind of guy. He said, Mike, this is what people are getting from this product. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to do it, but I wanted to try the product. And the same day he brought product to me, and the same day I went out there. And guys, don't make the mistake of just saying, let me see what it does for me. I got to see what it does for me. If it works for me, I'll tell. That's not smart. All right. The stem cells in your brain are not working properly if that's how you're thinking, right? Because listen, I don't have a lot of the health issues that people spoke about out here. I've learned more about health issues in the last 9 months than I have in the last 50 years of my life. I couldn't even say the things that people were saying. Oh my God, Mike, you're not gonna believe this. Like, as soon as I started sharing this, my dad's neuropathy, and all these words, and I just know that people were blown away by the results. And I'm like, oh my God, we got something here, right? Guys, you need to understand something. This business, all we're doing is we're talking about the product. We're sharing stories. And this product, you don't need to pay people to talk. You need to pay people to shut the heck up. All right? That's why we're succeeding. That's why this is working, because the product is working. The hardest part of this business is getting this product to work. And thank God for David Schmidt. Okay? So how do we build this business? Guys, this is important now. Let's now help you get to where you need to go. All right? And something I meant to say over here, it doesn't go back. Something I meant to say before was during oh, is there? One more back. Oh, that's it right here. Something I meant to say during this was this. Guys, if there's something that you want out of life that you can't get doing what you're doing, guys, it's time to get serious. Because an opportunity like this will come maybe once or twice in a lifetime. You need to ask yourself, is this the first or the last, right? Because, guys, I've never seen anything like this, ever, ever, ever. So truth is, guys, you got to get serious. Whether it's getting your spouse back home, you want to retire your spouse, your mom, your kids, you want to put them through college, you want a lake house. What is it that you want that you can't get doing what you're doing? This is the time to get your dreams out of the closet, out of the drawer, dust them off, and put them right in front of you. And let's go to work and attain those dreams, because we can do it. I'm telling you right now, we can do it, right? So back to this. How do we build this business? I love Steve and Gina Americas. They tell you like it is. He said, Mike, in order to do the business, you need a minimum of gold. Who here is signed up on a gold or above? Clap your hands. All right. For those of you who are not clapping, you're learning something already. You need to be at gold or above. All right. I came in on diamond. Why? Because it makes sense to me that if I want to share it with a lot of people, I need to have a lot of product. That's why I don't need to talk much, because I just shut them up with a patch. Boom, 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 boom. And when they ask me, smart questions, I'm like, wow, that's a really smart question. And I just patch and I forget about what they're talking. I learned that from Steve and Gina Merritt, the pros, right? They just keep it simple. But you got to come in as a gold or above. Bring 2 people left, 2 people right. The system will fix that, for you. We're going to teach you how to set it up. That's why Saturdays trainings are so important. But you need 2 left, 2 right who come in at a minimum of silver. Guys, 4 people who are open for better health and wealth. Who doesn't know 4 people that wants better health or wealth, right? So I think it should be gold or above. I don't get anyone in the business that wants to do the business unless it's gold or above, unless they really can't do it. And if you make the mistake of coming in smaller and you didn't know about it, it's okay. You can upgrade. Just pay the difference. The company's going to pay you the difference in product. If you came in on gold, you want to be diamond, just make the upgrade, pay the difference. The company sends you the difference in product. It's really, really simple. But if you, when you do this, you are a manager, and we recognize all of the managers in here. Now what we want to do is help them right here, identify them who wants to go manager, and help them and help them and help them, and on and on and on. And guys, you can get to up to $25,000 per week doing this. And I know when I first heard these numbers, I'm like, oh God, an extra $250 a week would change my life when I first started. And you look at those numbers, like really, realistically, who's gonna get to that number? Am I up to that number? No, we passed that already. But guys, listen to this, guys. Thank you. I knew you would like that. All right. So what's the secret for success? Because here's the truth. You can literally build this business with finding 2 good people and signing up a minimum of 6. In other words, 4 duds and 2 studs will get you to $25,000 a week, right? But in the real world, it's going to take more than 6 people for you to find those 2 studs. So Steve and Gina Merritt told me, Mike, you want guaranteed success? Put 20 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it was like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20 left, 20 right. 40 people will guarantee you success. Guess what? You know how we went senior presidential director? I don't even know the name of the ranks yet, right? That's how new we all are. But I know how much money I'm making, right? So you know how many people we sponsored to get to senior presidential director? 42 people in about 40-something days, all right? So did we stop there? Heck no. And when you get 2020, get another 2020 and just keep going, because guys, it's too easy. This is too easy, all right? So next, guys, this I love. And I don't go too much into this, but this is huge. Listen to this. When, in addition to all the money that we're making, so think about this. I bring you guys over here, and as a result of maybe you bringing 5, let's just round it up to 5. It's really 6, but let's say 5. 5 that tell 5 is 25. That tell 5 is 125. That tell 5 is 625. And I don't know the numbers after that, all right? Dropped out of high school before I learned those numbers. But as a result of me telling a few people, I now have all this room. Maybe I just told 5, 6 people here. I get paid for all those people. We have sponsored 77 people to date. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And you know what? I don't know them, but I love them all. All right? I get paid for every single individual. Now, in addition to me putting a few people, and now all these people here helping me make up to $25,000 per week, guess what? Everyone that I sponsored, in addition to all that money that is already generating me, I get 25% of every dollar that all of my personals make. So I have 77 personals. So let's just round off 10 people we're going to get. I know we have at least 10 personals that are going to get to $25,000 per week, right? And one of them is right here, right there, all right? So guys, when I help my 10 hit 25,000 per week, guess how much I make? 62,000 a week. In addition to the 25, I'm just telling you guys, if you go home tonight and you're able to fall asleep, you don't get it, all right? So second level, my 77, let's just say they just sold 10 people. On my second level, that's 700 people. I make 20% of every dollar that they make on the binary, right? Third level, 20%, guys, and that's more money than we can count. I'm just telling you, right? So listen, we have all of the tools back there. The thing about this business, the problem with this business, guys, listen to this. The problem with this business, let me stay right here because I need everybody in YouTube and over there to follow me. The problem with this business is that you can get involved with a few $100s. All right? Because if this was a seminar where we're all getting into business together today and everyone's coming out of pocket $300,000, I guarantee you 331 would be the first thing you think of when you get up in the morning. The problem is you get in with $500, $1,600. You can't even start a lawnmower service. You can't even buy a lawnmower for $1,600, right? So you treat it like a $500 business, and that's where you go wrong. We don't treat it like a $500 or $1,600. This to us is a multi-million-dollar business, okay? Because we all here, like if you guys understand the money that Steve and Gina, Onyx Co. have made, listen, we made over $5 million in our first company, and we were the go-first. Saeed and I were the go-first. In other words, hey, Mike, go for coffee. Hey, Mike, go for this. And I'm like, all of you, like, guys, $5 million? It was cute. It was cute, right? Compared to the money. And Matt Curtis, you heard about 10 figures? 10 figures. Even I know what that is. I mean, that's huge, right? So all of the tools are back there, guys. You should not leave without all of the things because then it's going to be hard on you. Then you got to get up there and talk and sound smart. And that's where you and I are doing the business differently. I stick him, I give him the patches inside my envelopes, and the information is right there. I'll follow up with you tomorrow. Boom. That's it. All right. If you're doing more than that, you're doing too much. All of the information is right here. Those orders, those forms that we just saw. You can get it at build331.com. You can learn all about the compensation plan. I tell you right now, I learn about the compensation plan every time I look at my check. I'm like, whoa, how did I make that? And I'm like, oh, they pay you for this. Oh, they pay you for that. Oh, that's a better way. A lot of people go home. I got to learn everything. Well, you know a lot, but you make nothing. All right? It's really just common sense. Now, like I said, guys, if there's something you want out of life that you can't get doing what you're doing, this is the time to lock arms with Steve and Gina, Onyx Co., your upline, all of us, because we want to help everybody win. Why? Because we want to show the world what we've got in our hands, all right? Worldwide, all right? This is the form you're going to sign up, guys. This is the form Gina showed you. I'm telling you right now, get in where you fit in, but really don't consider less than gold if you're serious about this business. If you can go diamond, that's the best way to go, all right? Bonuses pay you better. Instead of spending $100 per sleeve, you're spending 84. It's just smart math, right? The most expensive way to come in is $125 because you're paying $125 for a sleeve versus 84, all right? Simple stuff. Guys, this is important. When you sign people up, you better make sure you're connecting them to our community, all right? So all of these channels right here, Facebook, YouTube, everything, we've got it. So on Friday, this is the person who's gonna be doing the training. Guys, 12 o'clock meeting, all right? We do it for lunchtime. All of our meetings over here, like Onyx said, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like, guys, I don't do any meetings by myself. I just plug people in. Work smart, not hard, right? Let the pros do this for you. Spanish, Mike and Saeed Hernandez. This morning, I got up at 5:30 in the morning to do a meeting for Australia. Like Steve said, can you tell I've got a lot of laughing lines? When you have an international business, what he said, that's how I sleep, right? I wake up and I'm a lot richer every single night. So trust me, you might not know somebody in Australia, neither did we. We don't know anybody outside of the Red Apple, right? Manhattan, New York City, born and raised. But our business went worldwide because people you know friends that you don't know, have friends that they don't know, and then it goes on and forward. So guys, this is the most important thing. Now I need everyone's attention. Actually, not everyone, just the one who really, really want to win. If I can tell you one thing that will make the difference in your business, you're about to hear it right now. Guys, this is it. So I went from making $3,000 a week, and I thought I had made it back in 2006 when I was running with them for the first time, up until Gina sat me in a corner and told me, Mike, I don't know what it is with you, whether it's your lack of confidence, whether it's your whatever it is, you're not being successful at getting people to these events. I would go by myself, but that's not how you win. Guys, you know the difference between a ghost story and a ghost encounter? All right? Ghost story, Steve came over here all crazy. Oh my God, Mike, I saw a ghost. And I'm going to tell my wife, Steve went back there and say he saw ghosts, right? That's what a ghost story is like. When you have a ghost encounter, and I only believe in the Holy Ghost, but when you have a ghost encounter, all right, guys, it's a whole different ball game. You want to stop having to chase your people, actually push your people, push. You get them to this event, and you're going to have to run after them. Who here, and be honest with yourself, because you're only cheating yourself, right? Who here has not signed up to this? All right? I think some of you are lying, but it's okay. I'm not going to say that out loud. Right? So I'm going to tell you right now, you're not ever going to get to the levels that you really want to get to if you don't take this serious. I'm just telling you straight up. And you know what I tell my team? Anyone who goes over there and feels it was a waste of time and money, I will reimburse your money, right? Because I know you're going to get everything you need. Guys, every person winning will be there. Not everybody there is winning, but everyone winning will be there, teaching you how to win, all right? I'm just telling you, if there's one thing you should do tonight, and you should not go to bed without doing it, it's this right here. Let me tell you why Steve and Gina married our royalty in this business. You know, these guys go out on faith to book events like this. I don't know if you know, there's a little thing called inflation going on, and these rooms are not cheap. But the pavilion that these guys are renting, you want to talk about faith, all right? These guys are dropping hundreds of thousands of dollars ahead of time, counting on you guys to show up and wanting to give you everything you need to win in this business. Those are leaders in this industry, right? I'm going to tell you right now, I love all you guys. Would I go ahead and cut a check for a couple of $100? I'm just kidding. But listen, God bless them. That's why I can follow these guys to the end of the world, all right? And guys, take it serious, because I'm telling you right now, if you're serious about this business, if you're serious about achieving your success, and you don't come here, truth is, you're just not serious. It's $150. It's right here in Tampa. None of us have to fly, right? The hotels are like $130. It includes breakfast, lunch, dinner, because the hotel's got breakfast. Guys, everything you need. I see you guys looking at each other. I'm just telling you right now, pull the darn trigger and get your butts there, all right? So just because I'm telling you that with love, because I want you guys to win. So this is a convention. Yep.
We'll roll out the red carpet for you. 90-day run. So guys, we have a 90-day run to This Is It convention. What do we mean? Guys, let's run like your head's on fire for the next 90 days. All right? I'm just telling you, I don't know. It's best to build this business fast. Let's run like our heads on fire for the next 90 days. Get your patches, hit the streets, and patch some people, because that's going to change your life. So weekly countdown, we spoke about the launches, and that's about it. So guys, that's my time. I want you to help me bring back to the stage Steve Merritt. He's going to wrap it up. And guys, I want to mingle with everybody. I want to meet everybody. So let's hang out. Let's have a good time. And let's make some money. God bless you guys.
Thanks, Mike and Sai Hernandez. Again, we've had an incredible evening. We've got the guys on the Zoom. Get your tools so you're ready to win. Okay, Gina is on her game. She's got the order form so you can help people. We've got 3 stacks of yellow page type files of the people we signed up because we use these order forms to win. Get yourself signed up for This Is It. Get your tickets and your envelope so you can share like Mike said. It's been great sharing with everybody. We'll see you online on Friday at noon. Well, thanks for coming. Excited to be partnered up with all the new people. You can do this. You can do it too on Zoom. Make it happen.